Oh yeah, I have to fuck. God damn it. Why does that always happen? I need to be more professional. I need like a closed screen where I need to do that right away, because like every time I like show Discord messages, it's just like, that's stupid. Oh cool, Paling did a, what's it called? That's pretty dope. Ah, of course. Of course. Of course. Chat isn't working yet, but I'm loading it up. Fucking thing, man. It bugged out on me. It did this thing where it's just like, Restream chat is not working. What would you like to do? Would you like to close the program or close the program? It's weird because it should be like really lightweight. Shouldn't be anything in there that's like, it's just, I don't know, it's probably coded badly. These applets generally kind of are. Alright. Oops. Wrong ski. Working on this silhouette. I'll pop this blue a little bit and make it a little bit lighter. Oh, of course. All right, gonna get rid of that for now. Just carefully. Oh no, that's not carefully. That is really not carefully. 300 pixels, 200 pixels. Why is it so big? Oh no. Just this tiny little thing is 200 pixels. Yeah, actually, I think I will. Yes. Yes. I really like that shape. I don't know. I feel like I would be doing a disservice if I didn't keep it. So I'm gonna fight. Make it look really good. They have no choice to accept my truth. Not that I know any better. It's just that, you know. There is something about this shape that just says bag to me. I really want to keep that as much as possible. $200. But the AD was not happy. He was not happy with this bag. So I'm gonna make it great. I'm gonna make it unbelievable. I'm gonna make it the best. You've never seen better. Yes, I would know. I'm an artist. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make this painting great again. But I think it has some of this potential that just wasn't there with the other one that I just like. I don't know. I don't like that shape. It just looks like 3 circles. I don't know. Maybe I'm not considering something, but I feel like I gotta make it real good. That way they have no choices. Oh yeah, this looks real good. I like this. That's what I want to hear. And so that's one thing. They also didn't like the hands, so I'm gonna be moving it down just ASAP. I think the what's it called? The shoulders are a good change though. I think my guy is a little bit bulky. He's a big dude. Hey Bazzery, what's up, dude? How's it going? How's it going, my man? What's good in the hood? Oh, what's this? I believe the hands are pretty good change too, but I'm not gonna fight for them because they represent a whole lot of pain for me. Ultimately, probably for something they don't want. So, because hands are just they are I don't know. I guess like for me penultimate expression, penultimate what's it called? I'm gonna just be using a little guide. Amazing way to avoid painting faces. 1000 DeviantArt pose. Hey, it's not me, it's the client. I don't get to choose. I don't get to do this, like this thing where I tell, hey, you know what would be really great? You know what? We're gonna remove the bag. You know, the brief that you wrote up, that you painstakingly, like all these considerations that I'm not aware of. You know what? Fuck that. We're doing it my way. That's what I'm gonna do, Bazri. That's thank you for the advice. how to get hired by Bazri. But yeah, this is a good way of hiding the face. No problemo. Thank you for the amazing advice. I appreciate this. This is great. It's just like, you know, no joke. Just gonna email the art director as I get off today. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Bazaze has told me. Bazaze has told me that we are gonna be doing. I'm gonna be cutting it here. I have to cut it first, and then I will. Because like some of these silhouettes we're trying to maintain them, and we're trying to make it, you know, trying to make them delicious silhouettes, and I like his chair design actually. Like, it just needs a little bit of something, but I think like my chair design was not that great. That's why I ended up killing it. And so we're gonna make that chair design great. I'm gonna do that as soon as possible. Change of plans, dude. Some random guy on the internet says Bazizzle. Yeah, you know what happened? Oh boy, I also like this thing that he did. I think that's pretty interesting. Oh, I have that. Wait, I have that. I just need to add those 2 lines. Okay, I have that. All right, I just need to literally just add these 2 lines, and then we're Gucci. And then just alter this silhouette a little bit. Still want that thing to be a little bit brighter. Bazizzle. The reference is not. It is my image. It's my image from like a week ago, except with minor changes. Like the head is mine, but like I'm fighting the head. I don't like the head. I want this head to be bag. You know, really like baggy. And so I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna try to make it so super good, so that they have no choice but to say, you know what, you right. But if that doesn't pan out, I have this backup in another file, of course, because otherwise this file would be 5 gigabytes wide, and that would not be great. But I strongly believe that this silhouette is what's called. The only thing I got was a picture of a man in a hood that if you Google, that's the first image. Let me see, just man in hood. Gotta make sure safe search is on. Hold up. Oh wait, no, not man in hood. Man with bag overhead. It's like the first image. For some reason, it's paper bags. It's gone. I can't find it. It's literally gone. Let's try cloth bag. I think I corrupted the search by doing that other search. How about man, white shirt, bag head. Bag overhead. Let's try that. Cause I did the search and I found it last time. Now yeah, the search is all corrupted. Let's go back to Google.com. Gotta refresh, and then man with bag overhead. I think it was corrupted by the first search I did, and then what's it called? Because it, like, if you keep searching, it just adds keywords, and you can see that in the search bar that it's just expanding the keywords used. Can't seem to find it, but there is one. somewhere there. Anyway, I think I have a better bag. TBH. To be honest. I think the flatness was making it look like a paper bag, so I agree with that point that it was way too flat. But I believe the overall silhouette is much better than this one, because this one kind of looks like a dickhead. I don't want to do that, man, because like people are gonna be like, "Hey, man, you made a big penis right there in the front of the thing. Why do you hate your clients?" And I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I should have done better. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna make it great, make it fantastic. Make it fantastic, and so that there's no fallacious, phallic materials in this image, so that no one can be like, hey, you're like just like that guy from Disney that put all those penises in promotional images. You know, that guy got fired eventually. They were like, well, this actually looks like a penis. And it was probably, well, I tried to tell you guys that, but you guys didn't listen. Never listen. But yeah, no, I think we're gonna be good. I just need to make this silhouette shine. I'm gonna be popping this blue like crazy, like crazy. Even more, we're gonna pop it. That's kind of a cool effect. Happy little accident there. No, no, too big, too big, too big. No, go, stop, stop. No. Gotta make it like unseeable. Just really small. If I can see it, that means it's way too big. Just screwing around with that atmosphere, trying to get it right. But I think it's going in the right direction otherwise. I think we're good. Other than the head not panning out, I think we're good. I just need to, you know, level of detail, flesh everything out, make everything good, and then move it down so that I don't have to do so much work, I guess. If I could just leave like just the thumbs, I feel like that's so much stronger. Like you don't feel like the hands are disappearing, like like you don't know what he's doing with his hands, right? And so that, like, I don't know. I'm gonna show him. I don't really want to fight the hands though, because that's like that's a battle that I don't want to win. I feel like the hands are ultimately a better choice, but they are a lot of work. I like doing a lot of work, but I don't like doing a lot of work when it's something that the client does not want. And then it becomes this lukewarm situation where it's like, yeah, it looks better, but I didn't want this and it doesn't fit with the branding. And so, you know, that's not what's called. But I do think that just a little bit of the thumbs, just a small bit of it going through really drives home what he's doing with his hands. Because, like, a lot of art is about kind of what you don't see. And so usually when a person is looking at something, they'll be like, they'll fill in the blanks. And if you're a really good artist, you can make the make the guy fill in the blanks the way that you want. And so, but getting into their heads like that, that's like a crazy skill. Like, you need to be really good, I think. And that's how you get, you know, emotion and meaning, like, kind of just in there, in the work. But to do that, it like requires a lot of stuff that I'm not really aware of exactly, of every part of it. So I don't know. But sometimes, like, you can propel kind of the thoughts. Like, if you know that they're gonna be thinking like or they're gonna be confused by something, just indicating it just the tiniest little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. It just has to be enough where you're just like, okay, I know what that is. And it's like, how do you have handcuffs without hands, you know? It's a difficult scenario. It makes it look like, well, that could just be a, that could be something else. That could be whatever it is. It could be, you know, it could be very fancy clothing, you know? But when the hands are like kind of like tied and they're just like, there's a special position that convicts kind of have their hands for resting purposes. And if you could just indicate just a little tiny bit of it, I think, like, because if you watch convicts walk, they have a specific way of holding their hands, and it's always kind of the same. People watching is very important, I think. Understanding what, like, because why do they do that? It's because the weight of the hands and every other position is probably just really kind of annoying to hold your hands in. Like, you don't want to just like rest them on your hips or something like that. You want to like hold them together like in a clasp so that they don't get tired out as much. I think that's what it is. And so when you see this, you're like, you immediately think, you're kind of predisposed into thinking like, oh, okay, so he's doing this meme. I'm aware of this meme. I'm viscerally aware of this meme. I've seen this before. I've seen this before a lot. In fact, I subconsciously recognize this this thing as that action. And if you could do that, I think that is like storytelling to the maximum, when you can just imply the meaning with as little as possible. I think that's the true get good, you know. There's technical skill, and then there's all these other ones around technical skill, and I'm not sure if you could just say that is just, you know, technical skill. That's like some kind of knowledge baked into visual library with some sort of understanding of behavior, and something like that is it's kind of a complex thing. And to just, if you know it, you know it. And some people do it by accident, like they've gotten so far into they've done this so many times that they can kind of like just get it. They don't need to think quite as much, like, oh, well, this thing does this and this is why it does that. They just kind of, they've seen convicts, they know what they look like, they understand what's important, what is essential to a convict, And I believe that the hands are essential to the content. The hand, not in hands itself, but the way they hold their hands. I think that's kind of an essential position. But again, it's a lot of work. Don't want to do it because it seems like it doesn't mesh well with the branding. But I will leave some of it, and so that I can just move it down, you know, when the time is right. Just merge upwards into my little thing, because I think I deleted a couple of things, and so kind of looks weird. So we're already moving it down, but like we could have like just the handcuffs. Even just the handcuffs really help, you know. But if you can stipulate, you know, that the hands are in this sort of position, you don't need a lot of information to make a prediction. Apparently, like I think that's the beauty of kind of any science, really. If it's good at what it does, you don't need to know accurate information. You just need to know like the center of mass to predict where a star is going to be and how it's going to be, or rather a planet is going to be, and how it's going to rotate around the sun. And there's like to do that calculation, right, you should have so much information, but apparently you don't need all that. You just need center of mass and something like gravitational force. I don't know. And then it's like, oh, we can do all this. And so, same thing here. You don't need all of the hands. In fact, it makes it worse if you have it all spelled out. But if you have just enough of the hands that you can kind of construct in your mind the rest of them, like when you're looking at them, I think, that's that money shot. Money shot. That's me. Again, this is not for me. This is for a client. So I have to kind of make those sacrifices and deal with it. But when I feel like it's gonna hurt the client more than it's gonna help me, like with the head, I feel like that's gonna hurt overall. That's not gonna be a good change. That's gonna be like a bad change for a lot of reasons. And I want to try to, you know, push a little bit, see if maybe I can evade those bad consequences. Because at the end of the day, you know, it takes a lot to make a good image, and so you gotta hang on to every piece that's like just integral. I think. So I'm gonna push a little bit on that head, push back a little bit, see if that pans out for me. But again, not arguing, have a backup save just in case. There's always an opportunity to go back. There's no real, like, nothing really stopping me. Just, I feel like this is way superior, not even close. Not even close. But here's the beauty of Photoshop. I can actually deliver both of them, and even see, because I had this thought, well, I'm gonna display you know, both of them as the what's it called in portfolio, but I'm just like, well, I don't really like confusing people. It's like, so this is the rejected design candidate. Like, I think at the end I'll pick the one that's right for me for my portfolio, and I can always have that. You know, I have my backup, and I have the client's version. So I think we will be Gucci there. Because people looking through something like ArtStation, they're not really oh shit, I think I got this. I think I got this line wrong. Yeah. It doesn't have to be absolutely symmetrical, but it can't be absolutely wrong. But I think Brian is doing some really crazy stuff. He's just put out a Kickstarter for the game. If you guys would like, I'll play you a snippet of it. Ah, fuck! I hate the selection tool so much. Like, why? Why do you do this to me, selection tool? Why? I've never wronged you. I've never done you dirty. And yet it like does this thing where it's just like. You know what? Right now, we're gonna select this thing right here. That's right. That's right, buddy. Get good. You know, that's what I feel like it's saying to me. I feel like his version is a little smaller than mine, no? A little smaller, because I can't fit all of that. I can't fit all, like, I think he made the shoulders, like, just smaller, period. Gonna just make it smaller, period. I think that'll be good. Yeah, I feel like I made my shoulders just a bit too bulky. Just merge those down, and then yeah, I feel like my guy was a little bit too beefed up. He was a little bit too crazy. So we're gonna mix up some of that. You know what? I feel like that's a fine thing to just save in there. I don't think that's a big. Hey, Lyra, what's up, dude? How's it going? How's it going, fam? You know, the one thing about this chat is that it doesn't show colors for shatters, which I feel like it takes away the personality a little bit. I'm gonna merge that in. I think that's good, even without, you know, backing it up too much. Just this thing. This thing needs to go a little bit. Add a kind of like the bag going a little bit here. I'm gonna have to tone down that green a little bit, I think, because it's a little bit too crazy. Stream is buffering, so I'm too far away, probably won't stay long. Aw. Gotta get a second router, my man. Gotta get that second router, my dude. And then you can do whatever it is you want, man. I usually have 2 routers if I'm in a big house. It really does help. It really does help. I also like to name them funny things. That really helps. That really does help. There's a corner chat now? A what now? I don't know about none of that. All I know is I need to copy these things because I done a bad job of just duplicating them with my brain. Comfort day with my stuffy room. Away from my stuffy room. Aw. That's good. You know, that's always good, you know, to get away from the place where you're sitting for 20, 30 hours a day. 30 hours a day, some people, yeah. It's just how it happens. You're just sitting there some days and you're just like, oh. I think what I want to do is do a color balance here without altering much of it, and so that I just have make that green. I'm gonna wait. Next new layer, blacken this up. Blacken this up, and then turn it into like color balance. Can I just do that? Oh wait, no, hold on, wait, hold on, okay. Image just layers. New adjustment layer. I'm just using it to keep that thing, and then I'm gonna, oops, no, not hue saturation, shit. Okay, image, new adjustment layer, color balance, and then I'm gonna make this. Did it just cut it out? Is that what it did? Really? Yes, it did. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna just tone everything to blue. The green is helping with a lot of the things. I don't. Why isn't color? Hold on. What if I? Okay, what if I don't do that? What if I switch this to color and then make it this blue? This is color, my dude. Okay, so that is kind of what I'm looking for. Separate layer. No, stop. Photoshop, stop, please. What's a corner chat though? I still haven't gotten an answer to that, or an adequate one, where I just like, oh, that's what that guy's talking about. I feel like the green is a little bit too much. I feel like can be a space for a little bit of the green, but not too much. I think blue would be much better, period. I have to make a commitment, I think, and I've been doing it green for too long, and so I'm gonna cool all this down, and I think it's gonna look much better, much stronger, much more overall This part is looking a little bad, but much stronger overall. I feel like that helps quite a bit, brings it all together just a little bit, you know, and so that's gonna help, I think. It's important to have your image read completely and not have any questions attached to it, like, where's the green light coming from, my dude? You know, it's like, you know, that whole thing that you did painstakingly, that's all wrong, but thank God it's Photoshop, so it's just like all of the detail, all the values are pretty much where I want them. They're not, you know, absolutely correct or anything like that, but they're at that place where I think they're reading well. And so, you know, I might just peaks of that green just to like kind of like make those colors stand out a little bit from the background. So it's not really green, it's more like bluish green, and then that helps take it away from the blackish blues that we have going on in the front. So overall, I think it's a better read, much better read, and you can kind of see it in the background, even in the what's it called? This thing is still not reading too well, so I'm gonna pop it. I'm gonna pop it just a little bit. And this side too. But yeah, just the color layer. I'm gonna do this on this layer. Let's see, that was 80. Okay. But yeah, I think overall it's looking good. It's starting to get that read. Read is more or less. I think, okay. I think at this point we're gonna make a backup. Right here, and we're gonna kill all these layers. So that's all the changes, and then I'm also going to guess that's important. I'm not sure what that layer represents, to be honest. I'm gonna kill that layer, TBH. Or you know what? I'll just merge it down, or just take out this stuff and then merge it down. Okay. All right, so that, I think that is doing everything that they want. They need space for branding. What I'll do is make them a little smaller, just a little bit, not too much. Cause now, yeah, cause I want some of this thing, I think. I think I made them too small. Hold up. Just gonna make it just a tiny bit smaller. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Okay, here we go. That's good enough. Now I want some of that, some of those details in the background a little bit faded out. I'm gonna I like his palette. I think that, you know, the yellow really meshes really well, so I'm gonna copy it. Just make it different shapes. Oh shit, there's like a line right there from where I just get rid of that real quick. Okay. Yeah, guys, if you have questions about stuff that I'm not talking about, please feel free to ask. Oh, wrong one, okay. I love when Photoshop just starts bugging out. Shape this off, make a cool shape here. Since it's sci-fi, it has to be. No layers selected. Okay. There might be a shape like that in the shape tool. Let's take a look. You know, rounded corner triangle. That's what I was going for. Let's see. My shape tool is like empty. Starburst, stitched patchwork. I think I had a bunch of these shapes, and I was just like, oh, there it is. Okay, let me think. Maybe it's in. What you could do is make rounded corner triangle, triangle, and then rounded. What's called? I think you can do that. If there is like a polygon, maybe. Computer eye. What's that? No, don't like that. But yeah, I at this point it'd just be easier to just do it since it's already done. For some reason the thing isn't working. Select inverse. It's not doing what I want. I want it to. Hey Jesse, what's up, dude? How's it going? How's it going, mate? Wrong way. This is inverse. Why isn't it working? I want it to do the sides. Maybe I'm choosing the wrong color. Yeah. It was already that color. Okay, so let's go with like neutral purple. Just that you could kind of see it. I don't know. Maybe just what do I have here? How about just a darker version of that? That might be a little too much. Might be a little bit too much. But ideally what I wanted was like very nice shape with the. I think it's because the eyes weren't aligned. Maybe something like that. Just making shape design, not really doing much. Oops. A little bit too far. More or less. trying to steer the painting in the direction I think would work best for everybody. Hopefully that works out. I don't know. I don't really like to argue with people over like design decisions. I think it's always, you know, I can't always tell like what someone likes. I've actually had problems where it's just like, oh, I hate this, and then a lot of people are like, oh, I love this. This is great. So it's kind of like you have to make something like really much much better, I think, in order to push a design decision. And so that's what I'm trying to do, trying to make it like just unreasonably better. just much better. What do I have soft around here? What if I make it like... Just making shapes. Design is tricky, but like... Jesse, let's loaded question already. Just poisoned the well right off the back. But like, which design do you think is superior? Not that, you know, it'll matter at the end because the decision will be the art director's, but, you know, just wondering, this hat or this hat? And, yeah, I feel like, you know, this is like one of those things where I'm like, well, I think that the head is much better in this one, but like it doesn't look like a throw up, because like it usually, like, you're like, ah, well, this is like, this could be this and this could be that, and there's like, you know, difference here, and it's negligible, it doesn't matter. But for me, it's like, I feel like this one's better, like by a lot. The other one has more form. Is that the chair behind his shoulders? I'm not actually sure if it's a chair in his version. I believe that might just be a wall, but it kind of looks like a chair to me. So I could just, you know, instead of having it be a chair, I just, you know, relax this one line, and then it's no longer a chair, it's just a line. But it does look like a chair to me. It might not be one, because it looks like it's supposed to be in front a little bit. And he is sitting, so I have to telegraph. By the other one, you mean this one? That just looks like a penis to me. I'm sorry. Chair bench. Oh, shit. I'm talking shit about the art director while he's in the chat. Oh, no. Chair bag on the wall is a cargo ship. I think the line around the shoulders and body pop him out more. All right, you got it, buddy. I'll do that 100%. And I can always move him down so that, you know, he is exactly that. But I wanted to give you a version where he did have a little bit of his hands, just a tiny bit, you know, just so that you kind of telegraph that there is, what's it called? There are handcuffs, and so there's no thinking going on, like what are those sleeves? Are there, what's it called? It's always dangerous to stream these things. But again, I think the way I'm phrasing it is that there's just a bit of a difference of opinion, and I'm just, you know, trying to make it the best for you as possible, so that it looks great for you and that you're happy with it. And so that is all I'm saying.